Hey, I hope everybody's having a good week this week. Talking about module 11, which is like online classes, online assessments. So during the pandemic, I was at SEC, but I had taken a year off. So that never really affected me any. But I have taken, a good amount of online classes when I have to. So what I personally think makes an online class successful is it being very structured. I don't really like when teachers post like all the modules at one time. I feel like that can be a little overwhelming, and I want to work ahead on it. So I like it when they just do it week by week. So when I think of unsuccessful, I think more of not being able to get in contact with the teacher or professor. I think that if you're going to teach an online class, you should still make sure your availability is very good, like you would be teaching an in-person class. And I've had a couple teachers or professors where that is not the case, and it's been very hard to get a hold of them. And I think that not only makes students struggle, but I think it makes teachers feel more pressure on them when they're not answering, and then now you have these students that are mad at you. So a lot of my online classes, I really like discussion boards more than rather write a paper or do this quiz or do this test. I'd rather do that, and I think it's helpful with having students tell you about, it's kind of like reverse teaching, just tell me about what you've learned. So I really like stuff like that. And then also a lot of classes have done more artsy, make a like we call them one pagers at the school I'm student teaching at, or make like this little flyer for this, and I like stuff like that a lot too, rather than I feel like just your boring paper or something that we're all used to. And then as far as dislikes go, I know that if you do have to do test or quizzes, they do the lockdown browser, or there's one where it records you. And the one that records you, it stresses me out. Not that I cheat on them, but it flags you for the craziest things. And I know I've gotten multiple emails before about hey, what were you doing during this? But I wasn't doing anything. I'd be talking to myself or reading the question out just to it helps me think about it better. But that's stuff that would flag, and so then I feel like it just creates a headache. And so yeah, that's all my answers, and I will link my assessment for this week. Bye y'all.